Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Pedro DoorDash Santiago back at you with another daily video vlog. Today is Saturday, and this is today's content. This video is going to be a little bit different, so I want to tell people that now to give you the opportunity to either stay and watch it or decide, you know what, this one might not be for me. I'm not going to give you guys drop-offs and pickups, and we're not going to dissect any orders today. We're not going to do any of that stuff. We're going to talk about, for me, what is a serious topic, and I want to spark just something maybe within you about what's going on in our mental states. So it's important to me, and I've debated on whether or not to make a video like this, and I feel like I owe it to the community and the great people that I have within this community, and maybe even somebody that isn't a sub and doesn't do gig life, but it can relate to other things as well. So this is a pausing moment. Let's get into it. All right, so in 2021, a lot of the gig life news has been negative, whether it's people being hurt on the job, the rising gas prices, anxiousness around how long I could do this work if you're a full-time person. If you're a part-time person, you're coming out now, maybe you're seeing it's a summer slowdown or it's slow or whatever. I have notes. I usually go off the cuff, but this is an important topic for me, so I wanted to talk. I don't want to forget anything. Base pay got lowered. I don't care what anybody says. It got lowered. The Para app, is it good? Is it bad? Will I get deactivated? All these doom and gloom things we see on YouTube, we hear on the news. A lot of it has been very negative, especially, I think. I've only been doing this kind of work for a year and a half. I think in the last 6 months, it's been pretty rough to navigate the waters, right? Hidden tips. Why are they hiding them? Everybody talks about it. Deactivations. Gas prices are up. New merchants on the platform where we're not used to seeing. Slow merchants because they're understaffed. Crashes. We saw 2 in the last day. I had one I experienced the other day that impacted a local food bank. Not a crash, that was more of a glitch. Glitches, summer slowdown. Kids are out of school. So if now you might have your children in the house, so did that affect your scheduling of when you can do it? Are you doing it less now because you can't? Do you have your kids with you? That could add some stress or it could help. But that's something that's changed just in the last few weeks for a lot of us, right? Waiting on multi-app options. We're some of us only have one app, and we're waiting to get onto Grubhub, and some people wait over a year to get on it. We're waiting to get onto Uber, and they're giving us the runaround, so we feel shackled into one DoorDash. That's all we can do, right? With all these issues, a lot of us have all kinds of apps, 6, 7, 8, 9 apps. That's great. Some of us have struggled to get on the multi-apping, and that could be stressful, right? So we're talking about the stresses of the gig life and what we've had to navigate and go through. And most of us have been able to do it, but some of us, it causes and adds a lot of unwanted stress. So I want to talk about some of that, and I want to talk about up here. So the first thing I asked myself the other day when I've been, I've noticed, I looked at the numbers, I crunched my numbers, and for, when I started this, man, I was making 30, 35 bucks an hour. I started that channel. Like I would say, I can help you make 30, 35 bucks an hour. I am not making that right now. Some would say, Pedro, get Para. You can find all the hidden tips. I can find the hidden tips in my market. So while that might help a little bit, I don't think that's the big issue, okay? So I had to ask myself, is my life balance and mental health, is it good right now? Am I stressing too much about this? I'm okay. Overall, I take the good with the bad. I try to stay positive. But there are moments where it's frustrating, it's stressful, and sometimes you guys might see that in a video vlog. And some of you guys have commented on that, okay? But I had to stop and pause a couple of days ago. Why am I doing this? And this is the question I want to ask you guys. Why did you get into the gig life? How long have you been doing it? And if you've been doing it for a while and you had a goal, are you on your timeline? Have you met your goal? How are you with your business plan as running your independent contractor business? Are you meeting your goals still? Have you surpassed it? And some of you guys have told me in the comments that you have, and you've paid off houses and cars and paid off school, and you're able to take trips. Cheers, man. My point is, why did you get into the gig life? And are you still getting what you wanted out of it currently right now? And if you haven't, have you changed and adapted either strategies, markets, or have you had to reset your goals? Okay. What's important to you? What do you value? Do you value money? Do you value time? Do you value family? Do you value status and relevancy within a certain space? What do you value by doing this? And overall, actually, guys, what's important to you and what do you value in life? What is that? Okay? Like, what is that? Are you doing it for you? Are you doing it for your family? Are you doing it for financial freedom? I want to challenge you guys and want to pose that question. What do you value in life? And then I'm going to share a quick story about me. So, as some of you or many of you might know, based on the videos you've watched, I've been doing this for, like I said, 1.5 years. I started part-time to help pay for something that I didn't want to have to worry about using my check to check or any of my savings. So I have kind of a hustler mentality and said, you know what, I can do my regular job, which was a casino food and beverage manager managing 10 outlets at the time. Busy work. And it morphed into even more than that, right? Busy work. 50 hours a week, standard, sometimes more, sometimes less, but that's standard in the restaurant industry. Had 2 days off, but hard work nonetheless, big responsibilities, managing hundreds of people, okay? And I really liked it. I loved it, if I'm being honest. But I would get off work and do it after work. I would do Uber. On my days off, I do Uber, and I stacked that money pretty quickly and met my goal way quicker than I wanted to because the money was good, it was addicting, it was exciting, and I wanted more and more and more. When the thing would go off, it was like a rush of joy, okay? Then I stopped with the pandemic, right? Stopped for a little bit, like, because just had to, people weren't getting out, I didn't feel safe. Got furloughed from my job for 2 months, and then I went back full-time, doing gig work, right? Then I went back last June. I got called back off the furlough, and it was crazy at the casino. I worked 31 days or 32 days in a row, 12 hours a day, burning myself out for a big company, but I needed to do it, so it was okay. Then the casino started getting more open, people were coming, and a lot more responsibility than I had ever had at any job in my life, but I loved it. Got promotions, raises, bonuses in a short amount of time. I was only at the casino for 2 years, guys. Wasn't there long. Was really an up-and-comer within that casino world, I guess if you want to call it that, and I liked it. And for me, status and making more money every year, because every year I've made more money since I've started working, I thought that was a big thing. It was a macho thing. It was, look at me. But some would say I didn't have much to show for it, but a hard work ethic and what's the word? A hard work ethic, and like people knew me for being that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my thing, right? Hard worker, good at his job. My family knew that. But I'll stop rambling in a minute. But I missed a lot of family events. I missed a lot of things I want to do personally. I have type 1 diabetes, so sometimes I wouldn't eat when I needed to eat because I was so focused on work, So anyways, long story short, I made a decision to bet on myself and step back and maybe make a little bit less money this year, but work towards my goal of owning my own business because, quite frankly, should have did this a long time ago. I put too much value on what other people thought, and I wanted to have this career, what I thought, you know, the American dream was, and da-da-da-da-da. In a lot of ways I had it, in a lot of ways I didn't, because I wasn't ready for other reasons in my life for that, okay? So I started to do gig life full-time this past year, okay? But what I noticed was when I was doing that, I was working the same amount of hours I was, sometimes working 7 days a week versus 5, but I was happy because I had freedom, flexibility, I had a goal, an end goal when I didn't have an end goal before. It was always just make more money, try to get a bonus. But I didn't have a goal necessarily. I knew I'd get promoted, like, because my life told me that at every job I had, I always got promoted within like a year or two, always. So I knew that that was my norm for me within my work life, working for a company. I didn't know, and I took a leap of faith. What can I do for myself? If I put that kind of effort into myself and I bet it on me, wow, what could I really do? And I'm doing some good things, and I feel great about it, okay? But I want to backtrack a little bit. So back to the gig life, mental state, what are you doing? How are you doing? I'll relate it to myself. And I'm going to share just a couple life things without detail because I don't want to bore you, but this channel is about being transparent and giving you guys the real every single day, and this is how I'm starting my day, so this is what you're getting. I have just started like I just said, to better myself and think a little more entrepreneurial and taking some risk and understanding like family and things and friends and time, because I value time is more important than money, status, relevancy within a certain space, whether it's YouTube, relevancy in the corporate world, relevancy in having nice things. I used to kind of value that, but at this point in my life, I value time. And gig life allows me to make that valuable, because at the end of the day, time is the most precious thing that we have, in my very humble and semi-ignorant opinion. You can't get time back. You can't make more than 24 hours in a day. If you miss your nephew's baseball game, you missed the game. Can't go in the time machine. If you missed your daughter's softball game, you missed it. You can't go back. The job will be there. The DoorDash deliveries will be there, regardless of when I turn it on. Maybe it's slower, maybe it's whatever. Last night, took the girlfriend for dinner. Yeah, could I have made $100? Absolutely. Would I have gone back and changed that? Absolutely not, because we bonded. We needed that. We needed to just relax a little bit. Went camping this week. Needed to relax a little bit. Yeah, I've only made $320 this week. I've only worked 2.5 days. But you know what? The Pedro last year would have been freaking out. How do I get more money? Oh my God, I'm not gonna. Maybe even the Pedro 3 months from now. But I say that because this up here and this right here, not to get too sentimental, it's way more important than the food we put in the back seat. It's way more important than the relevancy we want to have. It's way more important than any kind of status. And as long as you can still reach your goals, but if you're good up here, way more important in my opinion. But I say that because this is where, this is going to go beyond the gig life, and I'm okay with that. But let's talk for a minute. For me, you guys know me as the positive guy. There's this YouTube drama going on and beef and these things, and I see a lot of people talking about it and reporting on it and making videos and blah, blah, blah. That's cool. That's great. It makes for really good content, and I've seen some really funny stuff on here. I'm not going to lie. And I like that. I like the entertainment. We all do. People like drama, man. Look at all the TV shows that are popular. Drama. Drama, drama, drama. But for me, that's not good because of the places where I've come. I'm positive now, and I got to have that mindset, and it has to be bet on you set goals one day at a time, because I've learned that for me, I need to have that around my life and in my bubble so I can be successful and have a better mindset. Because I'll be honest with you guys, if you knew Pedro a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, you might not like the guy. Some of you might not like the guy that I was then. You might think I was a jerk. You might think I was cocky. You might think I was a know-it-all. You might think, wow, he lives a really kind of crazy lifestyle. Listen, guys, I've made a lot of mistakes, and at some point I'll share that with you guys. If I feel like it's relevant, I'll share my life with you guys. If I feel like people want it, and if I feel like I can help. I started this channel to help people make money. And from the beginning, you can look back, I've been very consistent with that, and I said, I just want to help 100 people a day. If I get to 1,000 subs, I feel like I can, 10% of those people, maybe I can help them. We've gone past that, I think. Based on what you guys tell me, mostly, I feel like I'm helping people. I really, in my heart, feel that way. But I've had to make a lot of mistakes to get to this point in my life. A lot of mistakes. And when I mean a lot, when I mean I've been through a lot, just this last year, okay? Trust and believe. That is a true statement. And for the people that will see this, whether it's family, friends, I'm part of a men's group that has transformed my life. I've been in this group for a little over 2 years now. Transformed. I went on a camping trip with 2 of these guys. I talk to these guys on a regular basis. Transformed my life beyond my wildest imagination. And I've learned a lot about myself. And I've let my shame go. I've let my ego go in a lot of ways. And I share that with you guys because you're doing gig life. Why are you doing it? And not only why, what tools are you using? What do you have in your toolbox to allow you to do that? Support from your friends and family, good mental health, knowing that when the gig life and the summer slowdown and the para and the deactivations and the drama and the heat, and the kids are back from school, and they lowered your base pay, and why are they hiding tips, and all this stuff to worry about while we're doing it. Sometimes I need to take pause, turn the dash off, and reflect on what is important. Sometimes I need to say, I'm going on a camping trip. It's Friday night, it's prime time, let's go have dinner. Hey babe, what do you want to do tonight? You're not gonna work tonight? Nah. What do you want to do? Hey little Jimmy, hey Francesco. These are your kids' names if you didn't get that. You guys want to go outside and throw the ball around? Hey, you want to go to the pool? Hit pause when you feel like you need to. And some of us might not need it. I'm only speaking from me. I've met there's a lot more people like me that need to do that sometimes. So I'm just saying, I'm challenging you guys. Hit the pause button. Step back from the situation and say, why am I doing this? Do I need a break for a second? I know I need to make money. I need to make money. I want to make money. But at what cost is it to you? At what cost is it to you? Is the money as important as your time and your mental health? Only you can answer that question. So, I know this video is very different, but I feel like I owe it to the community of, we're at 4,200 subscribers, which to me in 4 months is insanity. And I thank you guys for that. Sometimes I wonder, wow, why are people watching me, right? But then I understand, you know what? You have some form of responsibility to be transparent and honest and not just always give the people what they want and react in a certain way, but be true to myself and know that people might still appreciate that, and that's okay. Because I'm not going to be somebody that I'm not. If I preach about positivity, I need to do that for you guys and for me. But the only thing I want to leave you guys with is, like I said, Pedro years ago would be reacting to what's going on in my life extremely different. Because listen, I got a lot going on, and I'm going to share some. I'm going to go live on Sunday, and I'm going to share some of that with you guys on Sunday. Because I feel like I want you guys to be able to ask me questions. I think that conversation could be really good, and I want to give it the respect it deserves. So I want to give you guys some of Pedro on Sunday. I want to give you some of the real. I want to share some of my experiences with you guys. It's going to get a little emotional for me, and I'm okay with that. But we're going to do that Sunday at 9 o'clock. It's not me dangling a carrot. It's just me telling you what I want, my plan. Because I am going to work all day today and make what I can make. And then I'm going to not work tomorrow probably. But I want to leave you guys with this. Like I just said, if what's going on in my life happens 12 months ago or a year ago or 2 or 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you're getting a whole different Pedro. And believe you me, nobody wants to see that guy. Nobody wants to see that guy. It's not a good guy. It's an ugly guy. It's a guy that I don't want to be. I've been, though, many times. And I'm telling you right now, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And I'm to the point now where I can say, you know what? I can feel proud of myself for that, okay? And everybody's got to do them. But I got to know what's good for me and myself up here. So, the only thing because I wrote notes. I wrote some notes because I wanted to get my thoughts out. That helps me. That's part of my therapy. It's part of how I got to reflect on things. You know what I'm saying? And it's gig life. And some of you guys might say, it's just gig life. Yeah, but gig life can be stressful and life can be stressful. And there's a lot of stress in the gig life right now. I would challenge you guys to look at what the content in the gig world right now. And it's stressful to watch. It's entertaining, but it makes it's negative. And I've been a part of that too, because I show everything. And I'm not being negative to be negative or positive to be positive. I'm showing the real, talking about what's happening, and so is everybody else. But my point and my pause is, let's just reflect and get back to, why am I doing this? What is my goal? Like, am I still on that track, or have I gone off the track? It's going to be different for everybody, right? And I started to feel like I was getting off, and I'm getting back on. So I guess that's what I want to say. And maybe you feel the same way, or maybe you're on the track, but you just got other things going on. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But I'm just starting a topic, okay? Yeah. one step at a time. You got to do it one step at a time. And if your steps take you in other directions, you're going to have to take more steps than the one to kind of catch up. But realize you can still bet on yourself, set goals, and do it one day at a time. This channel is still going to be about that. That's what I got. Comment below. Are you guys, how do you feel about what I said? What are your goals? Share your goals. Think about, manifest that stuff. Talk about it. Think about it. Act like it. You want to own your own company? Act and think like that while you're gigging. Look at your numbers. Crunch the gas prices. Crunch the miles to money. Really, really think about, am I making the right decision for me? There might be some days where it's dead. Excuse me. And maybe you can make $50. Okay, and that's nothing to sneeze at. $50 is $50, more than you had before. But if it's at the cost of too much time, too much miles, which equals too much gas, and you can't spend time with your kids, your husband, your wife, your significant other, your brother, your mother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your best friend, is that $50 really worth it? Or can you say, you know what? Is there another way I can make it up? Is there another gig app? Is there another stream of income? Do I need to readjust my goal? Do I need to readjust my mindset in this state? Do I just wait it out? Because I think some of that is just, let's not get too caught up in the slowness. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll stay like this for a while, then it gets really good next year. I don't know. I'm not a financial guru. I'm not a gig life guru. I haven't only been doing this for a year and a half. I don't have all the answers, but I just want to let's hit pause, even if it's for 30 seconds, and just think about, why are you doing this? What do you value? What's important to you? I shared with you guys, I value time. My time is precious. And that's what I value right now. Because that allows me to be around the ones that love. And I wasn't like that years ago. I thought I was, but I was not. I love you guys, man. I love this community. I didn't think I'd be doing stuff like this. I didn't think it'd come to this. I really didn't, but I really enjoy the comments. I really enjoy the people that challenge me. I enjoy the entertaining things I see on YouTube. I enjoy the content creators that help me. And you know who you are. I enjoy that connection, that friendship that we have, right? That relatable things that we, you know what I'm saying? And even to the ones that don't agree with what I think, or the ones that I don't agree with what they say, you know what? It is what it is. Everybody's got a story. In my men's group, that's what I've learned. Everybody's got a story, and some people just need hugs. And for me, I got to stay focused on what I got going on. I'll catch you guys mañana. Have a great day. Make that money. Positive vibes. All right? Stay the course. Deuces.